so action packed every season. It's full of all of the things that I think, audiences want to see out of an entertaining show. There's action, there's adventure, there's romance and drama and a little bit of comedy. So we've definitely packed that into season three and kept all of those themes going. And there's also some, I think, pretty major twists that happen in season three that I don't think audiences are going to expect. And I know us cast had a really, really fun time filming those episodes.
And Natasha, something that's always intrigues me about this series, and I watched a bit of it so far, is the scenes that are shot in an airplane in terms of
Mhm.
that and making it sort of look real life, that you're like 20,000 sort of feet in the sky in terms of that. How challenging and awkward and how exciting at the same time is that to portray those sort of feelings and emotions, dare I say, 20,000 feet in the sky and shooting those scenes in such tiny, intimate places.
Yeah, the airplane is pretty tricky to shoot in because it truly is an airplane that we have on a like a hydraulic lift. And so it's very complicated to shoot. You have to take out it like disassembles, so they have to take out one panel and then shoot from that point of view and then reassemble and then shoot through the cockpit. And meanwhile, we're all like squished in there. It's a million degrees. And then in order to simulate sort of like when the plane turns, there's a guy with a huge spotlight who is like on a I guess an arm that moves so it kind of simulates the plane leaning. In season two, we actually had the plane on a hydraulic lift that would move and it would shake with turbulence, but it was actually quite like things were breaking because the plane disassembles, so it's not like rock solid. So things were breaking and cameras like it was just kind of chaotic. So we stopped doing that in season three, and now it's just kind of like we all lean one way and the guy goes with the sun, and we've kind of figured out how to fake it. So, but it's very fun. It's very cozy in there, that's for sure.
And Natasha, a roller coaster season two, where the Outback, where dare I say it was a survival sort of mission in terms of that, and some of the sort of main characters. In season three, are we getting back to more gritty, sort of intimate issues, and with the one or two sort of super events, dare I say, taking place, running through various episodes?
There's definitely, yeah, there's definitely a few super events where some main characters experience um, some injuries, if you will. And so that was really fun. I don't think the audience is going to see those coming. And then in terms of more intimate storylines, yeah, those are definitely all packed in there as well. So it's a really exciting season.
I suppose Natasha playing as a sort of ER ambulance sort of pilots as well. There's an awful lot of jargon and medical lingo that's involved in terms of that. Has it been an experience for you over the past three seasons, learning all that sort of vocabulary and the sort of different words that go on in terms of that, and the in-depth information that needs to be known in terms of giving off that realism effect?
Yeah, I mean, we have an incredible crew and we have an incredible medical support team who, really breaks things down for us, explains things for us, and is there to sort of hold our hands the whole way. So, yeah, it's definitely very informative. I'm learning a lot. I think, too, also, my last show was called Nurses, and I did two seasons of that. And so now, it's been 5 years of being a fake nurse. So I do think I have learned quite a bit, but I don't know if I would be able to apply anything to real world because, a lot of the times the injuries and the procedures and everything is very um they're very dramatic. Like I'm not necessarily gonna have to perform a cricothyrotomy on anyone anytime soon, right? But yeah, it is very fun and I have a lot of respect for people in the medical field because it's not an easy job.
I suppose the cast here, accomplished actors in their own right, but dare I say, a hard-working crew, no real big egos in terms of that sort of attached. Aaron Ashmore, we know him for prominent sort of sci-fi roles, and he's probably the big name associated with this sort of series as such. But an awful lot of Well, I say it's a good mix, a good harmony, and you can really see the sort of creative vibe, and it brings a sort of realism to the show. It's not like we're trying to portray Steven Seagal or Sylvester Stallone as an airplane medic, for example.
Right? Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
Yeah. And Natasha, in terms of SkyMed, where do you think where we've seen season three now and it's sort of a bumper sort of show in terms of where do you think the scope is for expanding the series going forward?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I feel like sky's the limit with no pun intended with SkyMed, just because, it has a little bit of everything. And yeah, who knows? I mean, fingers crossed we get another season, and I'll be excited to see where the storylines go.
Okay, Natasha Calis, I'm going to turn it over to you now for the final 30 seconds. You might enlighten all our viewers, all our listeners, all our audience why they should tune in. As you said, May the 15th, we'll take it on Paramount Plus for season three of SkyMed. And when they do, Natasha Calis, what's in store for them?
Oh, it's a very exciting, action-packed season. There's a storyline for everyone. I think this has been my absolute favorite season to film because there's a couple special, well, there's one special episode that I think is going to be really, really fun for the audience to watch. Their favorite characters sort of in different characters, I guess. I don't want to give too much away, but there's a very exciting special sort of like one-off episode middle of the season that was really, really fun to film, and I'm excited for everyone to see it.